Hey job seekers, welcome back. Today I want to talk to you about a recent blog post I made that in it I talk about great movies about theatre. Now I don't do a lot of posts about theatre even though I've spent most of my working life in the theatre, but I hope you will enjoy those blog posts that I do make, and this one is especially fun. What I talk about in the post is 13 or 14 or 15 or 16 depending on how you count them. Movies that have theatre as their subject. A lot of them are period films, some of them are more modern films, but are about theatre. And I wanted to share with you some of the reasons why I chose these particular films, which I hope you will check out. In the meantime, let me just tell you that they are on my workinproduction.com under the heading of film reviews. I believe it's under that section, and you'll find that post. One of the reasons I like all of these films, that they pretty much all share with greater or lesser extent, is that they really share behind the scenes action that happens in theatre. And from my point of view, a lot of it felt really familiar, even with some of the films that are about the dawn of theatre, like for example Shakespeare in Love, which is on the list. That's from Shakespearean theatre, but there's so much in it that still feels really true to how theatre works today and has always worked, and it's just so much fun. They're also filled with characters that I feel like I've met in my life working in the theatre. The other reason I like these films is that there are a lot of references to theatre lore and theatre history, theatre like the superstitions, for example, in theatre. They are referenced a lot in all of these movies. But again, one of my favorites is in Shakespeare in Love, when they're just constantly saying, it all works out. And for some reason, that's actually very true. It's amazing how you will have a terrible rehearsal period. You'll have a dreadful technical rehearsal. Everything will be a disaster. You can't possibly imagine how it can possibly work out. And then amazingly, on opening night, everything comes together and it all works out. I don't know how that happens. It's a kind of a magic. And I really loved that Shakespeare in Love showed that particular magic happening. Now there are a couple of films on the list, like Babes in Broadway, that are just plain silly. They're just fantasy. They're kind of what we wish that working in the theatre was like, rather than what it really is like. But most of those films are tremendously interesting, and I just encourage you to check out the blog post and have a look at some of those films as well. If you've enjoyed this video, I hope you will go ahead and subscribe to my channel, ring the little bell for notifications, and go and visit my blog. I will put the link in the comments below so that you can find it easily. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.